With over 50% of the property in Moscow tax exempt, how will you control tax growth and maintain and or improve Moscow services? And why don't we start, Jim, with you? And I may just hop around, just to make sure we're basically all these answers have been very thoughtful. Thank you.
The tax situation here, where we have so much tax exempt property, does present us with a challenge. And Gary Reedner will be the first one to tell you that we're challenged on all sides in that respect. And so we're doing a lot with a little. We're trying to be as efficient as we can with the resources that we have. And I think John is right that the more growth we have, the more opportunity we will have to increase tax revenue if we have more businesses doing more business here, that we will tend to grow. As the University of Idaho increases its enrollment, that will also improve the amount of business that gets done in this town and the amount of tax revenue that we get. And as the town grows, the property values will grow and the tax revenue will grow with it. So those are things that have to happen in order for our tax base to continue to grow.
Thank you. To Dan, please.
Yeah, I think that the beacon on the hill up there really, it's our big economic driver, because I think it's our biggest employer in town, so that it makes it hard to, want to go up against them too much. They might move to Oneida or something. But that's one of the discussions we've always had at council, especially during budget time. That we have half of our community is not taxed. There's expansion by annexation that we can bring other tax dollars into town. That's a little bit frowned upon by those that are potentially annexed, but you also take those city services to them, and that helps things out as well. Expanding the base, that's what we really need to do, whether it be with new businesses, new residents, however it is. When you increase the base, you decrease the load on everybody else. And I think that's where we need to be looking.
Catherine.
A difficult question, but a very interesting one too, because of our situation here. I was just going to give you a little perspective. When I sat on City Council in Troy, the water system was subsidized by the general fund, and that had been done that way for years. And so when I sat on council, we decided to have people pay for what they used. We also made it through a recall because the community was so upset, but we made it, and we're able to set things right. And I think people have an understanding they do want to pay for what they use. I also think that we like to enjoy the services that the university and Gritman provide for us. They do a lot for our community. We have terrific health care in our community, and we have a wonderful university. And I think that there's a balance for that. We've all moved to this place because of its specialness. We have a great community. And part of it is the fact that we like the quality of life. We have this quality of life because we have a land-grant university here. And we happen to have this nonprofit hospital. Those are facts. Then if we have to, as taxpayers, pay what we need to, that's what we need to do. It's a balance, and it'll always be a conversation, and it'll always be us trying to figure out the right thing to do. I also agree, I've looked at the maps and stuff. The area of impact is changing. We have more retired people moving here, and we want businesses to come here, so we are looking at different places, I think, for where we can put businesses in that we can tax. So I think, but then it's a complicated issue, and I think it is one area that we're going into.
I think it is an issue that we need to think about and consider, but as I was recently told by one of our city councilmen, we currently have 3 months of operating expenses in the bank that's just sitting there and could be used for things such as roads and other things. I think one of the big things that, again, we need to talk about though, is the declining, student population here that's been going on. And the fact that every less student we have here in the community draws money away from the local businesses that are here. And that is an issue that is of great concern. And so we need a young person on the council who can work alongside leaders at the university, leaders in the state legislature, and can come up with policies, whether it be reducing tuition rates or whatever it may be, to be able to draw more students back into the community, which will benefit not only all of our businesses, but will increase our tax base as well, in terms of sales taxes, in terms of new development of properties, and property taxes that are paid on those places. So it's about getting more people in here, not just students, businesses as well. So thank you.